live. Welcome to the live. If you watched last night, you will know that I played for 3 hours. Quite some time. We are actually at Meisno's trial. And like I said, the past 2 streams, my friend has played on my account, which is why those 4 saves are there. Sorry. But yeah, so we're gonna get right into it. I am excited for this trial. And that's what we're gonna do. So continue. Last game will begin. Oh, I have to read so much. And I know for a fact I do. Alrighty, finish preparations. Alright, let's get to reading.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Oh.
So, your votes will determine the results.
Okay, so I'm sure he's gonna explain this then afterwards.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Oh. Do I not have to read anything? That's convenient.
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Yeah, that's gonna fucking work.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
I agree, Mondo.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
Portraits are scary.
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Alrighty.
Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
It's a podium.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Yes, let's do it. So to begin, I'm gonna have to read the blue. Fuck. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I notice, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Yeah, because you're kind of the main suspect in this case. I almost said subject. The first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? I want to say no because I don't like tutorials in these games, but yes. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Using the left stick to aim, then fire with the triangle button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the options button during... Okay. Alright, let's do this. Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka'.
You don't say.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
Aw, I feel so bad saying, aw.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Yeah, because it was all fucked up.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Ma'am, that's true.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Mizuno and the killer.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Oh, well. You said Mizuno, I said Sayaka. You said Sayaka, I said Sayaka. Same thing.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
Celeste has a very weird voice. Like, it's relaxing, but it makes me scared.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Oh, I'm sorry not everyone's as smart as you.
Sorry.
Aw.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Such a dick.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It is a real trial. You need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. I don't know, the knife? Literally sticking out of her abdomen?
So what was used to kill her?
The knife.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
The knife.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, I'm sorry.
No, that's wrong.
Mondo, I need to stop actually throwing that marker because I've dropped it more times than I wished.
I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
My thing is, if Asahina was in the kitchen that night, or like last night, I guess, she should have seen who took the knife. She said that she's seen who took the knife. It's either that or she's covering it up. Yeah, so she either saw the person take the knife, or took the knife and didn't say that, obviously didn't say that she took the knife.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Hey.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime.
Ma'am.
What proof do you need?
I swear to God.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
True.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You know, I really like Kyoko because she's not like everyone else. Not everyone. Not all of everyone else. But she's not, you know, sitting there being like, okay, well, it happened at Makoto's room. It has to be Naegi. I said two different names. They're for the same character. I'm sorry. But, like, she's not like, oh, all because it was done in his room, that doesn't just mean it was him. Like, she's very understanding of that, and I kind of really like that.
You really believe that?
Ma'am, your silence is deafening. She's right, there's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Yes. Concentrate by holding down the R1 button. Oops. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gouge, and if this gouge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gouge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck, and have fun. Thank you. Owie is a pen.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon.
Yes.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen,
I
right?
swear to God.
He did it in secret, when nobody was in the...
No, because Asahina was in... Bitch. Don't start with me.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Oh, she annoys me so bad.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
She's so confused. She's like, I've been zoned out this whole time. What's going on?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall.
I guess I understand
But
why
I
he
wasn't
said
there
that,
the
because you
entire
have to be
time.
100% sure in these games, because clearing someone's name, like Makoto or Naegi's trying to get Asahina to do, is like something extremely vital in this game.
In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this?
Of course you have to talk.
What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl?
She's such a bitch.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
I guarantee you there's going to be at least one accomplice during these whole games. Like during this whole game. The games, I should say, because there's 3 games.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
You'd be surprised, Mondo.
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Well, you're not supposed to spoil things, so appreciate
Anyway,
it.
I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
We literally just said no one benefits from being an accomplice.
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means, we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
Your face violates the school regulations.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Oh no. Oh no.
But I'm a girl.
What? You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, because if I'm being completely honest, the first time I seen Sakura, I did think she was a boy. So I will give him the benefit of the doubt on that, but Jesus Christ.
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Hina's just like, I'm trying to live my life, and people are asking me questions, and I don't appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Junko? Someone's not here. Are you talking about...
Sayaka.
Oh.
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
I wonder if Junko's going to be important to this case, because what if she's the killer? Like, oh wait, no, because the killer has to be the male persuasion. Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
So... she must have gone some sort of like... I wonder if she had the intent to frame Naegi for this crime. I mean, either way, the killer, although they couldn't tell this, the killer would be kind of framing Naegi. Not even meaning to, because... what if it's Toko? Because Toko and Leon... what if it's Toko or Leon? Because they both are going, like, straight at him. Like... I feel like it's Toko or Leon. That's my final guess.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water.
Alrighty, Tay.
Most likely.
Welcome to the live.
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Yes, catch up.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
The irony.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Why?
What?
See? He did do it after all.
Oh, I hate this bitch. I fucking hate her.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Yakia, do you have to talk?
You possess
I'm done with you. Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide
Thank you,
conclusively that
Kyoko.
Makoto is the
Fucking
killer, wouldn't
thank you.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
True.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
No. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. Things advance further than this in a class trial. The Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim and the triangle button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gouge. This gouge reads to 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Rip. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. We can just figure out. Well, Naegi wasn't at the scene, but you just figure out what that something is. Okay. I think I understand. Well, that's pretty fucking obvious.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Well, that's kind of a pointless venture because literally,
that makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
That's what I was trying to say, and I got confused, so I stopped.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Yeah.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
Because they didn't know the door was wonky.
What do you mean?
And that's how earlier I was saying that the killers of the male, like, one of the guys. And that's how the killers won the guys, because if the door was destroyed, they could have used their toolkit. And I know Mondo said, like, that night that everyone was talking about it, nobody used their toolkit. But that was before the murder, so someone could have used their toolkit then. So the killers either, like, Leon, Mondo, Naegi, but we're already confirming that it's not Naegi. Togami, Hifumi, wouldn't be surprised, and Ishimaru, and Yasuhiro.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Yeah.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The doorknob was destroyed. The doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? Yes, because if you're the killer, you wouldn't have had to go the extra mile to break the door. It would have just been a simple matter of doing the trick of twisting, pulling, or wait, no, not twisting. Going up and like, yeah. There's a bit. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gouge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gouge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic or to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. Thanks. Alrighty.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Yes.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Yeah.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Oh shit. Yeah. My bad.
Shoot!
Not my defining moment.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
I need to learn to be patient.
Sayaka was first, she then fled into the
Then the killer ran after her, and they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, no, because she was in Makoto's room, so she couldn't lock it because the boys'
The reason my
bathroom
bathroom
locked.
didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep.
Yeah.
True as true can be. But you know, you're supposed.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was
the
stuck.
Crudy door, as he just called it, was also the reason, like, that Makoto's in the clear.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Yeah, but to them, to everyone, it was... Wait. Oh, because of the nameplates on the door, they were switched. So the killer... Sorry. I don't even know what I was saying.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The nameplates on the door were switched, so to them, they were going to Mizuno's room. Which, you know, they would think that the door is locked, not broken. I get it. Killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, important detail with this. Yeah, they didn't know it took place in Naegi's room.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then...
She could have locked the door.
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
Exactly.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
I mean, I understand that comment right there, like the whole pointless act. But if you think about it, like they just said, the killer didn't know it was actually Naegi's room because of the nameplates.
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Nobody knew they switched rooms besides the two of them.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, finally. Stupid bitch. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
Can you quit without saving your life? Like, I'd appreciate that.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote
majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
That sprite fucking kills me.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
Bitch.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Ooh, that's Hina.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
You can't break down the doors, because that's, I'm pretty
Maybe
sure not allowed.
Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
When?
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
He's the type of person that would go to try and flirt with someone and have to make sure his mom's there, so the mom could be a Karen and be like, you have to go out with my son.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
She asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... Wait, what? No, Sayaka. What? I'm so confused. What is that? This one.
I got it!
Oh.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if it's if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
True.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
I mean, Papa.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found them in...
What's her ultimate again? Oop, rip. Ultimate, question mark, question mark, question mark. She's got to be the ultimate detective or
Notepad on
something.
the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No.
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
On that note, Sayaka wrote it? Yes.
but why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Me. Who's, gay.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Didn't she literally just ask?
Very well then. Pay attention.
Ma'am, no. Don't tell me what to do. If I don't want to pay attention, I won't.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I
Yeah.
see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room
That Makoto was there?
No, that's wrong.
Sorry, Slash.
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
The killer. There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. Wait. Oh.
I got it!
It was Sayaka. I'm
Me and
stupid.
Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
I have a very bad feeling, and by bad feeling I mean like almost 100% concerned at this rate, like confirmed. I feel like Mizuno tried to frame Naegi for the murder of whoever she invited to her room. Because, yes, I get it. She was scared, quote unquote, as Kyoko said. Sorry, I had to stretch. But her taking the knife, her switching the nameplates, her writing the note, she was literally luring someone in to die. I stand by that. And I guarantee you, if she survived, she would be throwing the blame right onto Naegi right now. Sayaka, you're kind of a bitch.
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
That's not necessarily true. What if someone paid attention to, oh wait, no, because either way they would have went to the, yeah, okay. That makes sense.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
Ooh, that's true.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not
Oops.
telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person
Kyoko's
into the
carrying
room.
this like whole trial.
That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Pop off, Mondo.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell can you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The gold plate, what is it? The gold dust kind of thing is...
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Do you ever listen to yourself, like, talk? Like, I swear to God.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Also, how is this jacket staying on? Like, it's really bothering me. Happened in my room. And what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. A bit more to... You're gonna use season on self-debates. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Oh. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. I'm stretching, sorry. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the L1 button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the L1 button to cycle through each bullet. Or you can hold down the L1 button and then use the left stick to select a specific bullet. By the way, if the logic dive is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purpose this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Oh no. Well then, good luck and have fun. Feel like
when the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Wait.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
No, because the damage to this... Wait, hold on.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed, and that's when the first blow was sword-based sneak attack.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp. You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
It was used in self-defense.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
No.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Yeah, I think I'm with Kyoko. I think she attacked first with the knife, and the killer grabbed the sword as a self-defense.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
There's no gold on her hands.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Well, of course she was wearing gloves, but there was no gloves uncovered.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands.
Sure.
There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Water shuts off after nighttime.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Oh, shut your mouth.
No, that's not it at all.
Yes, you are ugly, okay? There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that, yeah.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I
Ew.
haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different! You smell like a big fat ugly donkey!
The first time I've agreed with her.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Wow, you're good.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have had to been the only one without the sword.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Called it.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch
I can't
rooms...
fucking handle Lucan. I'm fucking looking at him and he looks so traumatized.
Was so that she could pin the crime on you.
That
is a possibility.
But I'm a fucking genius.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Don't word it like that.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Damn.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
What other possibility is there?
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Oh my god.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Oh shit, I need to read that. My bad. My bad. I zoned out. Wait, hold on. What does that say again?
It's easy.
11037. Wait a minute. I can't tell if it's like the gray kind of marble looking design in the back, but does the two ones look connected? Wait a fucking minute. That 3 looks like way too... way too square to be an E, or a 3. Wait. If she had her back turned like that... She wrote... Does that say Leon? Oh my fucking god, it does. If you turn that a whole 180, you have Leon. Which is the Leon fucking committed the murder.
Easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong.
Oh yeah, your name was at the fucking clue.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dining?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Yeah, which explains the blood on her one finger. Because if she was turned that way, she would have to, her hands would be behind her and she'd have to write on the wall that way. So she'd be trying to write the name to the best of her, well, yeah, I guess the name to the best of her abilities. And with not much time left, she couldn't have had the energy to fully turn around and deal with it that way. So she had to write it with her back facing the wall. Now plus she had to keep it semi-hidden because if, you know, I'm fully guessing it's Leon. She had to fully, like, she had to keep it kind of hidden because if Leon found out, he would have just scrubbed the wall. No, because it would have smeared. Huh.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
No question that Sayaka wrote it.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
It is Leon.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really...
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it's no use. I just don't know. What the fuck do you mean you don't know? Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on that.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Told you. I fucking told you. Rotate it. I think maybe I see.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Because iMessage reveals the killer's name. If you turn her message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Leon.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
You just fucked up because he never said one thing about it being you. He just said that those were the letters.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
The burning shirt and the Yeah, the burnt shirt.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Oh, he's sweating now.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough.
Are you finally starting to understand?
Yeah.
Oh shit, so. I'm sorry. Burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. Something about what we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed of.
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Leon's talent isn't the ultimate baseball star.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Does he have to talk? Like, just stop. No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Hangman's Gambit. Oh, never mind. I lied. He fucking...
The key to the trash room.
Did he throw the crystal ball at the button?
Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
I think that's it right there.
Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
Oh. That fucking...
The key to the whoever was on cleaning.
So the only one who... The person in charge...
And
you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Oh, he fucking threw... He's the ultimate baseball star. He could have thrown that and hit it perfectly.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but
But how would you use it?
Throw it.
Got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
I love how at the beginning of the trial, I was wondering if Junko could have possibly been the culprit, and now it's like the furthest thing from.
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Yeah.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Ultimate baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon. Why do you say his name like that?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Why do I have to?
And with that, we can...
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is again. Would you like to hear more? Sure. Every case has one last element to bring the case trial to an end. This is a closing argument. In this phase, you'll be given a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events from the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic book, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the X button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Thanks. Okay. So, my room was the scene of the crime. The incident began when the killer entered. First, when Sayaka attacked the villain with... attacked the killer with the knife, they noticed something in my room. Huh. They used the object to deflect Sayaka's attack. After the killer counterattacked his attack with an attack of their own, what did they do next? After she stabbed Sayaka, use the last... Oh. The killer used an item in my room to help dispose of any evidence. Then it has to be that, right? Oh wait, no, hold on. I made a mistake. I did.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Yes, because he walks in.
Last night, The killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
Damn.
During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it.
Wait, if he watched her run to the bathroom, wouldn't he have known about the wonky door?
Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Oh, that bitch is dead.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message to keep the killer from noticing. She wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
I'm hungry.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Once again, he says his name like that. Leon. Grade 2 bully.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon,
Do I object?
Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object, I object, I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? You know what? Let's go in and wing this.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
The toolkit.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Calm down.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Okay. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Okay, so I don't know what this world time battle is, but let's do this.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me!
Wait, how'd I do that?
Stupid!
I clicked a random button.
You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Oh, he's upset. A surprise!
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka'S' room.
Huh.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Good talk.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid! Stupid!
Oh. Sir, you seem...
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Okay. Well, that was fun. I had a fun time. I'm glad I get less and less. I do appreciate that.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Let's do this. Who am I going for? Yeah, fucked, I guess. Aw, I have to read again. Uh-oh, looks like you got it. Looks like You got it right on the money. The Blackhead in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawata.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second, Leon. Nagi, stop it. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why
I killed her first.
none of you are any different.
None of you are any different. One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. There was complete chance that I would wind up like this.
I was just unlucky. That's all. Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd be wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, and the truth is that Psycho was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If it was her, the video... Sorry, I'm adjusting my pillows. If it was her, the video actually had something to do with... If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was important... Oops, I just punched the microphone. The one thing that was important to her than anything else, her dreams, her family, her friends. Wow. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. That's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. When she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must be terrifying, huh? You need to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger the feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly and frenzy I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. Oh, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoid punishment you did.
Yes, indeed!
Now then, since you magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the last trial, the Black and Leon Kawata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. And you came all the way back, broke into the room and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's
no,
why...
that's not... Stop it. Had enough of this.
Oh!
Are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone else, were you not? Killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? You can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
Say what? If it weren't for you, this would have never happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in the situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that awakened within you? Just shut up. Well, okay, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey,
No more
come
begging,
on now.
no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kawata, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No!
Oh shit. Oh. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh damn, are they gonna be the same are they gonna be the same punishment every time? Or are they all like different? Oh. Oh, is it kind of like it goes based on like what their talent is? Ooh. Oof. Oh shit, that makes... I think all the bones in my body just cracked. Oh, he's dead. Oh shit, well... Well, shit. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo, extreme! Man, my adrenaline's pumping right out of control. What he said. What's going on? An execution.
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well,
Hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. I'll laugh though, damn.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
what the hell?
evil. You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
In this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting so... What? So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a cruel ordeal?
Hey!
Seems like you're trying to use some common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. Hurt my brain. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Now, do you think what you're saying... Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. Oh. Kinky. Ooh. At least buy me dinner first, Mondo. Oh my. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened? What happened because more than one of you decided you want to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world. Being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
Like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills!
Maybe let's go back to the black
chills!
punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I forgot to say. You need to save some of the fun for later. Your laugh kind of terrifies me. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. You left me inside. Oh my god. You stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in the moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in closer and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. So it's Sayaka, isn't it? Surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never crossed my mind. I felt like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why she lay dying. She was thinking of you. Lay dying. She was thinking of me? You can't say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought is how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway.
She was uncertain. Oh, my back. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, like Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
So someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths. I can never do that. No. I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something, oops, something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry the memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well. I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. Aw. Aw, that's actually fucking sad. Oh no. Oh shit. Yeah, we lost 3 people in chapter 1. Holy. My light turned on, sorry. Despair bat. Alrighty. So that is gonna do it for this episode today, my friends. Actually, I'm gonna save once again because I think I messed up and I did. Oh, okay, yeah, it says chapter 1 in. And I think. Thank you for watching. It was a lot of fun, and you know, 3 deaths in the course of 1 chapter. Oh, it was something. I think out of chapter 1, I'm gonna like talk about in each chapter. I'm not sure how much chapters there is, but I think in each chapter I'm gonna talk about which death made me most sad. If the person was a victim, if the person was the culprit, so on and so forth. I think in chapter 1, I would have to say either Sayaka or Junko. Because Sayaka, although she did try and frame Naegi and all that, she did... Naegi grew a bond with her, so it was really sad for him to, you know, go through all that and deal with, you know, the loss of one of his friends. And Junko, she... Oh my god, my controller almost fell off my bed. Or off my couch, sorry. And Junko, however, like, you know, she was very short-lived, and from what I heard, she was one of the most popular Danganronpa characters in the whole series. So, you know, I was really bummed out to find out that she died so quickly. However, I wasn't too sad about Leon. Like, you know, Leon never really clicked with me, so I never really got into his character. But plus when he claimed it was for self-defense, I kind of like Celeste found that bullshit, because he had plenty of chances to stop and he didn't. So out of all chapter 1, I'm mostly sad about Junko, and I'm the least sad about Leon, and in fact I think he kind of deserved it. However, if we're talking about all the characters in the game, the 3 characters right now that I cannot stand are Toko, Byakuya, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and Hifumi. Out of all 3 characters, in my opinion, they are the worst. And I will stand by that. But, who knows? Maybe next chapter might change my mind. We don't know. My predictions, however, I think that obviously, like, I'm not sure how many people are going to escape. So not my predictions, but my wants. I want at least Naegi, Mondo, and Kyoko to escape. Those 3, well, I don't want Naegi to escape, but he's the main character, so I know he's going to escape. But I want Kyoko, Mondo, and Asahina to escape, and Sakura. I'm not too big on Ishimaru right now. I like Celeste, but I have a feeling she's not going to escape. She's too she's too adaptable. Like, I feel like there's gonna be one motive where she's like, oh. However, I also want Fujisaki to escape as well. But yeah, like I said, that's gonna do it for me. Y'all have a good night, and I'll be live streaming the next part tomorrow. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hope you had as much fun watching as I did streaming. And like I said, I'll see you in the next part. Have a good day.